Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. It's December 31st of 2023. And yeah, I'm going to be introducing you to my space. I still can't kind of believe that this is what I'm going to be doing. Um, but I figured out that this is the best way to keep myself accountable. I talked about it in my last video. I'm going to show you my space. And I think what I'm doing is my intention or New Year's um, plan, I guess, if you want to call it that, is to keep, in order to keep myself accountable and clean and actually organize and set up my crafting room, which is actually my basement, basically. It's not a huge basement, but it's my basement. Is to show you guys what it looks like. And please prepare yourself to be shocked. I'm quite embarrassed that I'm showing you all this, but I figure it's actually the best way to um, kind of keep myself on track and accountable. So every month I'm going to touch base and show you where I've gotten to. So it gives me like a kind of a plan of attack in order to, um, so by next year, I'd really like it to have be functional, unpacked, um, and all of that. So that's what I'm going to do. Essentially, when we moved into this house, so we built this house. Was 3 years ago this summer, so we've been here 3.5 years now. When we first built it, I had two bedrooms on the top floor that were my crafting room, but it was really, I have so much stuff, so much stuff. Um, and it was really difficult to actually craft and be able to move around and everything like that. So my husband and I decided that I would take over the basement area. So he spent probably about 6 months kind of finishing it out to the point that I wanted it finished. There's no ceiling. Well, there's a ceiling, obviously, but we have no ceiling tiles or anything like that. We're not going to finish that. We have no plans to finish that actually, because then, of course, you've got to finish basement. Your taxes go up. I don't want to be paying any more taxes. Don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be paying any more taxes. So there's no plans to actually finish that part. But I have a bathroom down here, which is nice, so I don't have to go up to the next level. And yeah, so I built in some shelves. Well, not built-ins, they're all IKEA things. So everything can be dismantled and taken with us if we ever decide to move or anything like that. So I'm really quite happy with the layout of it. And essentially what happened is as I packed, everything got packed up from the two bedrooms upstairs and brought downstairs. And I unpacked and kind of put away, I don't know, half of it, maybe a third, some between a half and a third of it. And then it was enough that I could start to play with my stuff again. And yeah, basically it's been 2 years and I still have boxes that are in the same spaces as when they moved down. And now what's happening is because I haven't put everything away, a lot of the flat surfaces are just starting to build up, build up, build up. So tell me in the comments if that happens to any of you. I'm sure it does, but still, it's not a space that makes me feel good when I come down. I love to create down here, and I have created, as you've seen in my videos, I have a lot that I do down here, and it's actually quite functional, but it's starting to encroach. You guys only see, well, some of you don't even see this when I'm crafting on Zoom with my friends, or if I'm doing a workshop or something, you guys might see this part, which isn't too bad. But as soon as you get down below shoulder level and start to see all of the flat surfaces, the floor, the boxes, and everything that's on this side, which I will be showing you, um, yeah, you start to see what I'm talking about. And so I saw a series last year of Christina Warner. She had also moved. So she's a YouTuber, very phenomenal watercolor artist and coloring artist, and makes a lot of cards, has great videos. So that's Christina Werner, Werner. And that's essentially what she did is she filmed her space as it was and then did a follow-up every month to see what she had done and to keep herself on track. And I thought, that's actually a really great idea because it's been my intent, obviously, for 2 years to, um, get this done, and it's not getting anywhere. And I think a lot of us um, come into that, right? Like a lot of us share that same thing. Oh, I've got to clean my craft room. Oh, I've got to clean my craft room. I've got to clean my craft room. So I think what I want to do is a lot of it over the last 2 years, I've really discovered a lot of it is quite functional and it's working really well. This is this is a particular craft, especially if you go to crops and things like that. You know, you have everything put away, but then you have to bring it all out, take it to a crop because you leave your house and your space and whatever, go do your weekend or whatever, and then come back. And how much of it actually gets put away? You'll see when I do the walk around that there's a bunch of things behind me here that I still haven't gotten put away since, well, beginning of December. Because that's what I used, and then I made a couple videos, and so yeah, stuff just starts to pile up, and it's a craft that is challenging that way. So what I want to do is find storage that is functional, that allows me to take my things out, makes it easier to put them back, but also um, yeah, makes it clear where everything has its space. So that is going to include a couple of new storage things. Some things are really working for me. Some new storage things, obviously some decluttering and destashing because I have too much stuff. So a lot of that will have to go. Like, I mean, 2 years now, and some of these boxes haven't been unpacked. So do I really need them then? Probably not. So yeah, I want to take you along on my journey. I'll be checking in once a month. If you guys want to do this too, I highly encourage you, send pictures in, pop them down into the comments. And then at the end of the year, I'll do like a craft room walkthrough, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. So yeah, so please take it easy in the comments on me, because as I said, I am embarrassed about this space, but the only way to move forward with it is to share it. So I'm going to switch my camera views, and I'm going to kind of cover this up, and I hope that my sound will actually work. And I'm going to walk into like where my stairs come down, and then just kind of walk you through everything. Okay. So I'm going to remove this pin, and I'm going to go here. This is my level of techie here. New cameras and whatnot will be coming. So hopefully this year I'll be learning some new things as well for my videos. So stay tuned for that too. But in the meantime, here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around. I'll show you my space, and then feel free to leave your comments, encouragements. I share the same challenges, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, thanks. All right. So audio. Okay. So
so I'm going to walk away here, and hopefully my mic will be picking this up from over here. Okay, so starting at the stairs, and I'm pretty sure here, I'm hoping that we're catching where I'm at. Okay, so this is my stairs. So I'm going to do this. So off here to the right, can't see this. This is my furnace room, got some shelving and stuff like that. This is a big picture. We just changed something out in our living room. That is actually going to go on that wall back there behind the TV. But in the meantime, that just came down here last week. These boxes and these totes here, this is our Christmas stuff. So it normally goes in and under the stairs. That won't be here, so I'm not counting that as part of my thing. But as you can see here, here's some things that are already destashed. These boxes here have to be destashed. These ones here, and we're gonna come around. So I can watch YouTube down here, and I have a great little heater fireplace. But you can see as you're starting to walk into this area, so I've got this has to be destashed. You see under my desk, all of that there, and then into the corner here. So this is kind of, back here is most of my DIY stuff. These are my dye items, and so along the back, I have this great set of shelves and good lighting, but these shelves and things like that work really well, that I'm really happy with. We've got all of my 12 by 12 paper. I've got a paper stacker over there, some drawers, but I'm going to kind of come over here as well, see what we can pick up. So you can see I've got a table. So this is probably 6 feet by 2. Again, flat surface, all covered. Yay. Another little space here, which is it's actually a buffet table that sits on the back that clamps my lamps and my it's another space so that I can move a few things off of my actual desk. this here, this, what do you want to call that? Can't remember the name of it. It's a Raskog. That's it, from IKEA. That thing there is actually meant to be my Cricut um, uh, stand or storage or whatever you want to call it. And that, but I got a Cricut 2 years ago for Christmas and I still have not unpacked it. It's a Cricut joy. So yeah, so that I have to do. So in here, you can see I've got some overstock of some wreaths up top there. And that I have a little bar fridge down here. The only thing we ever use that for is for when we're brining our turkeys, when Alan goes to smoke them. So, but I've got more stuff down underneath there. Okay. So originally, what was going to happen here is before COVID, I had decided I wanted to, I was going to teach some DIY classes and show people making wreaths and home decor, things like that. That's what most of all of this is here. So this is a fridge. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things in my room here. And these are all, this is for dye storage. So these are giant, I forget what size they are, but I can take them later. Bulletin boards that I glued magnets to that I can put all of my, let me call it. Oop. Let me mute that. Okay. That I can put all my die cuts on, and I use them so much more now because of that. But here I have more drawers. These are all full, but not really well, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not really well organized. And you can see I've got bags that I've used to take to crops and things like that. I also love my wall of Nouveau drops and foil up there. I think I'm getting some feedback from my camera, so I'm just going to mute my computer. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. So that I'm not making you guys too nauseous. I'm trying not to move too fast. Okay. So I had seen on a crafting blog or YouTube video, somebody who had this kind of setup where they had the two calyx units and then they had drawers in between. So set on drawers and then drawers in between and a little shelf underneath. So they have this like almost like a countertop that goes across. So things can sit on top of there and then they can sit things underneath. So underneath here, I have things like my scoreboard, my glass mat, my trimmers. I also carry my black cardstock, my 110 pound plus my 80 pounds. So it all sits on paper holders underneath there. And I love that. It was so easy. As you can see, this is another area that tends to be flat surface. That means I'm, basically storing a bunch of stuff on there. Anything flat. Down here, this is another one of like a cart that's on wheels. I used to, before I had all the shelving and everything, this used to hold things like my jelly plates, cutting mats, my paper trimmers used to all be on here. Right now, it's again another catch-all of things that come off my desk and come to here before I go and put them away. So again, that's something that'll need to be done. So yeah, I've got things from the last crop that I did are still sitting here. I haven't emptied those. These are new ink pad holders. Just got these for Christmas. So, and I have some new alcohol inks here someplace. Alan said he brought them down. That I have to find some new markers. So I'm gonna have to do those. This is the ink pad storage that I created and I have already outgrown. Sorry, this is the ink pad storage that I created out of some wooden boxes that I got from the dollar store. And then basically you can see here, I just glued half of a clothespin. That's the word I'm looking for. Half of a clothespin to create a nice solid surface for it to sit on. And then cut some poster board and those slide in there really quite nice. And the drawers that used to fit in these are all glued on top to hold my mica sprays right now. So currently this is working. All of my, a lot of my inks and everything are in one of my suitcases. I still haven't unpacked those. I'm going to need at least one, maybe two more of these. And I have another item that I would really like. I would like to get rid of this, but it's an ink pad holder that holds distress inks. And it's kind of on a, what is this called? Lazy Susan kind of thing. So up along the back here, I'm just going to sit down so I can kind of back away from this a little bit so you can see. So along the back, this is IKEA, the IKEA version of a pegboard, whatever it is. So I've got a couple of shelves, holds my punches because I don't have very many of them, holds my extra plates and scissors, crocodiles, cutters, and my 1, 2, 3 punch board, which I mostly only use for making envelopes if I'm going to make some. What else? Yeah, and then here I've got some, this is where some of my stamp storage is, right here in this white thing. Again, under here, this is a wreath I was working on that I haven't finished. Lots of unfinished projects. Drawers up top is 12 by 12 paper that I clearly need to go through and de-stash. Yeah, so I'll just kind of give you the completed as I go around here. So yeah, this is what I see when I'm crafting. So it's bad. It's not horrendous, but it's bad. And I, you know, I'm not enjoying how this feels when I come down here all the time. So I would like that to change. And so this is a solution that I hope will work. If you would like me to join, or like to join me, let's see here if I can switch this. I'm going to turn that around. There we go. Okay. So if you would like to join me in doing this year-long de-stash, organize, resettle, and be more comfortable in your craft space, then I really do encourage you to do this with me monthly. Post a picture of your, every time a video goes up, post a picture of what you've accomplished this year, and yeah, we'll join this together. So this will be going live January 1st of 2024. And yeah, I just really look forward to the journey with you guys, and for all of you helping to keep me on track. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So love to you all. Please like, subscribe, make your comments, talk to your friends and family, and we will see you hopefully in the new year. Bye-bye.